I'm Todd Grisham, and there's nothing quite like the Empire fight. Up first, the incomparable Arturo Gatti, fighting out of Quebec, Canada. This New Jersey...
This bout,
they'll be fighting under the lights tonight. What a unique environment as we get set for this high-energy showdown.
You can hear the noise, you can hear the fans. I've been to many fights like this, and it's very, very eerie.
No doubt about it, this was the hottest ticket in town by a country mile. And there's the bell for round one. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. Those counter punches have to hurt. Misses with the jab. This fighter is a swarmer. They're like a mosquito that just won't leave you alone, except this mosquito can knock you out with one punch.
You are fighting the swarmer. Be smart, be sharp, concentrate, but you've got to be confident. Do not dance his dance, because that swarmer, once you do that, you're giving a man a chance that shouldn't have one.
You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. Nice exchange here from both men. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
Back and forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
And he did catch him. He caught him clean. Clean as a whistle. Doesn't score. That counter shot lands. That counter punch caught him clean. That right hook's blocked. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Counter shot. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. And he scored. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Seemed like an eternity for them, finally comes to a close. Here we go, it's round two. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt, you've got to get out there again. Be smart, be sharp, don't be a fool, don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Done with that counter shot. That punch lands. You'd like to see more jabs. Beautiful counter shot. Punch right up the middle. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around her. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Perfect counter shot. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Nice counter. You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. How about that time counter shot? Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Swinging and a miss with the hook. Catch and shoot. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. He is down big time in the scores.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Back together. Just take the round off. Win the round on your jab. And breathe when you're stepping around. Great work. I love that. I love that. That jab is...
Let's get it started in round 3. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
That jab misses. He threw a punch and just got countered. How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through it?
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Another scoring shot there. Both men step back for just a moment. Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It could all come down to who's in better shape.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in the fight. You've got to relax.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Counter punching. Nope, that uppercut does not score. They're giving us a high-tempo show. Well, Johnny, we're in the early stages here. What have you seen so far?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Terrific counter lands. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Back in. No, it's a tougher fight, and he's going to be confident.
Good work, that's it. Now breathe. Breathe.
Just get near to your jab, and then start gathering your pace and win the round back.
Let him up, but you'll take him out. He's ready to go. He's absolute.
You're starting to make mistakes, and you're switching off. I need you to switch back on. Get focused, get your mind back on the job, get back out there and win the round. Get your mind back on
To the jab. You're getting your time in already. That right hand is beautiful.
into the fight. You're way better than this guy. You're way
Up a little bit so he can't figure you out. Great work. Just the same.
Get your boxing back together. Don't worry about that round. Don't worry.
Here. Just stay focused. Don't let
Time
him back.
winding down as we get set for another round.
But we don't care. We don't.
Thinking. You were smart. You were loading up. But you were still landing your power shots.
Here we go to the fourth round. When are we going to see a jab from these two? This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to outthink him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
Got to let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Beautiful counter punch. These two featherweights are going to let their hands go, you know that.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden...
And down goes Gotti. As we watch it again one more time, appreciate the perfection of that knockout shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Will you continue?
So they're back on their feet, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
Got to waste time. Get step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to paw you.
Hold on, got to cut you off here, Johnny. So much for defensive abilities. And now they're right back into the fray.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Every time they drop their guard, they get... Could see it in their eyes. They saw that punch coming, and there was nothing they could do.
That's lights out right there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Come to me.
Showing a lot of...
He can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in round once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. He'll try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
Good counter punch. The corner hasn't thrown in the towel yet, so I guess he's coming out for another round.
There's always a way back. Don't ever round anybody off.
Back into the fray here in round 5. Let's see if they can shake off the cobwebs after a disastrous last round.
2 knockdowns, and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs would feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. Punch, counter punch. Parries that jab away. Incredible work rate. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when they're building a ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Got his gloves up to block the left jab. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. They exchange punches. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
And Gotti goes down! We need to see that again. Some amazing boxing right there.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
One, two, three, four, five, six, and you continue.
We're happy this round's coming to an end. 10 seconds left. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's going to be. We just saw it.
To make up close in this fight, and now you're going to let him get back.
On to the 6th round. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
Oh my goodness. I want to see that one more time.
I need to see that again.
One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10. You're out.
You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. A knockout victory and one of the biggest surprises of the year.
What a build-up. What a journey towards this fight. What a fight itself. The crowd enjoyed it. The fighters enjoyed it. I certainly enjoyed it. And what a way to end the fight. There's no mistake there about who won. What a shot.